It all began with a tweet. In 2020, during the online chess Olympiad, we had Samay Raina who was streaming the finals between India and Russia on his channel. It was a highly exciting matchup with close to 65,000 people concurrently watching it live. One of them was Anand Mahindra, the chairman of the Mahindra Group. He enjoyed the entire atmosphere of the event and made a tweet. When someone asked him if he would invest in creating a chess league, he responded with, "Happy to talk." This was the beginning of an amazing initiative in the world of chess that culminated into the Tech Mahindra Global Chess League 3 years later. The first edition of this franchise-based team format took place in the year 2023 in Dubai, and it was a mind-blowing event. Right from the amazing playing hall to the finals going right down to the wire between Mumba Masters and Triveni Continental Kings, the final moment where the entire team in the pink erupted with joy, the epic clash between Vishy Anand and Magnus Carlsen that had everyone on the edge of their seats. This event had absolutely everything. And now in 2024, the second edition of the Global Chess League is back. Bigger and better. This time it is taking place in London in the month of October. Just like last year, there will be 6 teams and each team would have 6 players. The top board has the icon player and the second and third board are for the male superstars, while the fourth board and the fifth board are for the women superstars. The final and the sixth board goes to a junior player. How are the teams determined? Well, there's an auction which GCL likes to call the draft that takes place before the event to determine who the players in each team will be. This year, it took place on the 11th of August at the Hotel Taj Mahal in Delhi, and Chessbase India travelled there to cover the event. Let's see how each of the teams look like. First up is the Alpine SG Pipers. This team was one of the most popular ones in the first edition because they not only had Magnus Carlsen but also Pragnananda, Arjun Erigaisi and Gukesh. This year they decided to retain Carlsen and Pragnananda. This already makes the team extremely strong on the first 2 boards, and on the third board they managed to get Richard Rapport. Recently, Rapport beat Carlsen in just 23 moves in the FIDE World Rapid Team Championship and is in excellent form. The team went all out on the women's board and spent most of their points to ensure that they had the world number 1 in the women's section Ho Yifan in their team. On the 5th board, multiple times World Rapid and Blitz champion Katerina Lagno was selected, and on the 6th board we have the talented junior from Belgium, Daniel Darda. One of the strategies of the coach of the team in the draft, GM Praveen Thipse, was to make the team that had the highest ELO, and this is what they did manage to achieve. Rapport, Ho Yifan, Lagno and Daniel Darda. Are you happy with this?
Yes, I think we are the highest rated team, so we must be happy.
Next up is the Mumba Masters. The Mumba Masters came with an absolutely different approach to other teams. They decided to retain 5 of their 6 players from last year: MVL, Grishchuk, Vidit Gujarati, Koneru Hampi and Harika. The only change in their squad was Ronak Sadhwani coming in place of Javokhir Sindarov. The Mumba Masters was known for their team spirit last year. It was a team that would be regularly seen taking their dinners together, and the owner of the team was very keen to build the team camaraderie. This is what the marketing manager of the team, Sauptik Das, had to say.
Overall, I think we had a great team camaraderie. We built it together. Everyone took part in it. Whether we were not only playing chess, we were playing paddle, we were playing cricket.
Yes, I saw that. In fact, all dinners also everyone would be together.
We made a connection the day one we entered Dubai for the first time. And we realized that this team needs to come on board, and the experience that we have in leading different teams in different other leagues, we have always have that Mumba family that comes together. Whether it's a kabaddi team, whether it's a chess team, whether it's a TT team, we try and keep it very simple. It's a family setup. Everyone is a member of the Mumba family.
American Gambits. One of the most exciting teams this year is the American Gambits. That's because they have Hikaru Nakamura on the icon board, and apart from Hikaru Nakamura, they managed to get Vladislav Artemiev and Jan Krzysztof Duda, both of them being excellent rapid and blitz players. They have also two-time World Blitz champion Bibisara Asaubayeva and the German Grandmaster Elisabeth Pates. On the junior board is the youngster who made the winning move last year for the Triveni Continental Kings, Jonas Beer. All the teams wanted Hikaru Nakamura in their squad. How did American Gambits get him? The co-owner of the team, Prachura, jokingly tells us. Many of them wanted Nakamura but couldn't get him. So, what was your thought behind making sure that you got him?
I think we just bid the highest amount, I guess. Sort of went all out for him. Got a hole in my pocket, but I think it's worth it.
Well, that's true, but I think Hikaru brings so much value to the team.
Of course, I mean, all jokes aside, Hikaru is one of the best players in the world class. Of course, everyone else would have wanted to go for him, and he's someone everybody in the world looks up to. I'm pretty sure he's going to lead our team really well, and I'm pretty sure all the players in our team will look up to him, and we're very, very thrilled to have Hikaru on board, and not just me, it's our management, the fans, everybody is thrilled to have Hikaru, and we would love to welcome Hikaru with open arms.
RB Ramesh is the coach of the team, and he mentioned about how young the team is.
Working together must be quite fun.
We have a young team. Even the players are quite young. Hikaru is obviously a legend in himself. Duda is just 26. Artemiev in general is very good rapid and blitz player. And Bibisara is quite young. So also Jonas Berry. So we have a reasonably young team, and we hope to make a big impact.
Yes. And also Ashwin is part of the team.
Yes.
And I think you know him well, you have taught him, we've seen the videos on YouTube. So that's very nice.
Yeah, it's a very good addition. It will also bring more publicity for the game from a different perspective. He has a huge following online as well. So more people will be reached through this interview.
Fantastic. Well, I wish you all the best, Ramesh, and good luck to your team.
Thank you.
Triveni Continental Kings. The defending champions of the Global Chess League are the Triveni Continental Kings. While last year they built their team around the Chinese players, this year's strategy, led by coach Luke Van Willy, was around the Russian players. They are sure to miss their icon player Levon Aronian this year, as he couldn't participate due to another event clashing in the US. Instead, Jan Nepomniachtchi is the part of their team this year. Retained from last year's squad is Wei. The super strong Chinese GM is surely going to be an amazing addition to the team. Timur Rajabov is their third player. The Azeri GM hasn't been playing much recently, but has shown his class in the past. The women players Alexandra Koschenyuk and Valentina Gunina are extremely strong, while Sindarov is one of the finest juniors in the world of chess. Speaking to the owner of the team, Mr. Dhruv Sahni, he tells us about the homework that was done by the team before the draft.
How did you like it, and how happy are you with your team?
Well, I must say that the second draft was even more exciting. And we have a lot of great people now covering it like yourself in this place, so the interest level is much higher. The second thing is that I found that this draft, all the teams were going on a team strategy rather than only an individual strategy. Mm-hmm. So this is a big difference, that there's an amount of strategy going on as a team, which happens in many other sports, and that's what we tried to get in the Mahindra Chess League. So I'm very happy that we also had the same strategy. We had our coach here, Luke from Holland, and we all thought about it in the same manner. And it went off very well. We are happy with the team we have. We are very happy with the team we have. Some of them were from the last time. We couldn't have one of them because he had a tournament in St. Louis. And he wanted to come very much. Yes. He said, this is my hometown, so I can't come. So we have that sort of rapport with the individuals. We hope we can carry it on with this team as well. I think this is a great thing for chess in India.
PBG Alaskan Knights. The PBG Alaskan Knights started the auction by retaining two players, one in the open and one in the women, Nodirbek Abdusatarov and Tan Zhongyi. Both of them have been performing extremely well, and their presence gave the owners a great starting point. Tan Zhongyi was also the best female player in the first edition. They managed to get the strongest junior in the draft, Nihal Sarin, as they had the maximum number of points left when the junior section selection came about. Nihal is a beast in shorter formats, and the team can count on him providing excellent play on the junior board. The icon player is the debutant in the league, Anish Giri. Anish and Abdusatarov will be joined by Mamedyarov in the men's section, and in the women's section, we have Tan Zhongyi and Alina Kashlinskaya. The team looks quite balanced, and that was the sentiment that was echoed by Abhijit Kunte, the coach of the team.
I'm very happy with the team. We have a very good balance in all the sections. We have, I think, three very strong players supported by the other coach.
We also spoke to the owner of the team, Mr. Punit Balan, and this is what
time as
he
compared to
mentioned.
the first year.
I think the best player that out of the draft, which I feel personally, is we got Nihal.
Yes.
And we kept a lot of money for him.
That you had 440 points at the end, 10 more than Triveni.
Triveni, yes. So
That worked out really well.
strategically, yes, we worked out because we knew that the prodigy players would go at a higher price, so we had to keep that money. And I think at the end, when that round came, we outbid all the teams and took Nihal. I'm very happy with the team that we have got, and I'm looking forward to the season, which is happening in London in October, and looking forward that our team performs better than last time.
Ganges Grandmasters. This was the only team who had come to the auction without a coach. Led by Vishy Anand on the icon board, they seem to have got an extremely young and ambitious team with them. There's Arjun Erigaisi, who is one of the finest speed players in the world right now. Barham Maksudlu is a big fighter. R. Vaishali and Nurgul Salimova play on the women's board, and they were the youngest participants in the recently concluded FIDE candidates. The junior board will be played by Russian Grandmaster Volodar Murzin. With Anand's experience and the energy of the youngsters, this seems to be the team to watch out for. The beauty of the league lies in the pool of the players and the rules of the draft. The CEO of the Global Chess League, Samir Pathak, mentioned that it took him close to a year to determine the rules of the draft, and it seems to be working very well. Going into the second edition of the Global Chess League, all the teams are quite evenly matched. If I had to choose a team that looks extremely strong, at least on paper, I would go for the SG Alpine Pipers. But then, when was the team that had Magnus Carlsen and Hoi Fan not a favorite? Every team has their